Good day to you guys. The knockout rounds start today. Well, tonight technically you can call it. Yeah, obviously we're starting off with the hosts Brazil against what the hell have I forgotten who they're playing? Chile, of course, Chile. It's the all South American day today. It's Brazil versus Chile and Colombia versus Uruguay. Now, I might shock a couple of you with this, but although Brazil will beat Chile for me, I think Colombia are going to beat Uruguay. It shouldn't shock many of you, because if any of you have been actually watching this World Cup, you'll see that Colombia's played some fantastic stuff, and the only time Uruguay have actually looked anything is with Suarez, and without Suarez, they're as good as gone. I think you can get good odds on Colombia as well, so that's where your money should be going, I think. But then that's up to you. It's your money, your own football knowledge. You choose who you think. Neymar's been scoring willy-nilly at the moment, and kind of expected, you know. I think it's time for him to take a step back. And me personally, I've got a double on Oscar and James Rodriguez. James Rodriguez came good for me once before. He could come good for me again. So James Rodriguez and Oscar I've gone with as a double. I've only put £4 on that. I could get £40 back. Happy days. It's pretty much 10 to 1. That is for Oscar and James Rodriguez to score at any time during the games. The other bet I've got a double on. Obviously I've gone with my instinct. I've gone with Colombia. I've gone with Brazil. But then I'm also going because I don't think they're going to be as clean cut as people have imagined. Because Chile are good, man. Chile are really, really good. I think Colombia will score, but they've always looked a little bit lacking at the back. I remember the Ivory Coast game really well, and Ivory Coast could have come back into that one. So I'm going with Colombia to beat Uruguay, Brazil to beat Chile, both teams to score in both games. And that's as a bet. Brazil and both teams to score as a bet. And, well, you get 12 to 1 on that one. Colombia with both teams to score. Well, with Sky Bet, 12 to 1. If I'm going to go for a score prediction, an actual score line, I'm going 3-1 Brazil and 2-1 Colombia. Obviously, the group stages. I haven't really talked an awful lot about the final standings of the groups. Now, the surprise teams getting through are, for me, the two biggest shocks is Costa Rica and United States. Now, I like United States. I've always rated United States as a footballing nation. Obviously, there's a dreaded need to be the best in the world at everything in America, and there's nothing wrong with that kind of attitude, because if more countries took that kind of attitude, I mean, you imagine how good something like England, for example, if England took that attitude, they'd be one of the best in the world. You know, the money's made. English players make their money in club football because they play in the Premier League. Every single player in the England squad is a Premier League player, unless I'm missing something from somewhere. I don't think I am. There's money, big money in the Premier League. There's not as much money playing for your international team. So your heart and soul is where you're going to get the most money. You know. With America, it's national pride all the way, you know. So it's no surprise that America have made it through, in a way. Although I didn't rate their squad. I thought leaving Landon Donovan at home at first was a mistake. I'm thinking it's a good call. And Costa Rica, obviously, wow, I mean, how the hell did they top that group? You know, they're supposed to be the whipping boys, for God's sake. The whipping boys. You know, every team is supposed to sail through Costa Rica, and it's about the other three, you know, battling it out against each other. How the hell did Costa Rica come away without getting beat by anybody? They beat the two teams that went through and drew against a team that ended up finishing bottom of the group. It's bloody nuts, isn't it, like, you know? But, yeah, they're the two biggest shocks for me, you know, the teams that actually made it through. But Greece made it through in the end. I was a bit thingy about that, Greece making it through. I didn't think they would, but they did. You know, they made it. Portugal went out, England went out, Spain went out. There's so many good teams went out, you know. And I wouldn't say there's one team you can turn around and say, yes, they are the clean-cut, obvious favourites, which is what I love about this World Cup. I mean, the obvious favourites now, because it's in the groups, the knockout stages, and because I think they will win tonight, is Brazil. The obvious favourite. I'm not going with Brazil. I still think Germany. I'm going with Germany to win the World Cup. Right now, Germany. And if it isn't a European team, I'm going Argentina. Because Argentina seems to have been getting better each game. So, Brazil will go on and win. Colombia will go on and win. And, well, that's what I think will happen. You never know. Brazil might get upset by Chile. And Colombia might not live up to what, to their group stage form. But either way, it's going to be a good evening of football. Attractive football. Because all the teams involved are capable of playing some attractive stuff, especially Colombia, if anyone. So, I hope you guys all enjoy your night, and hopefully everybody wins a bit of money, especially myself. If my 2 bets come in, I'm up nearly 100 quid, so, off of 8 quid I put in, so, hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm going to be quids in. Got a stag weekend next weekend as well, so, I wouldn't mind, having that money, as a bit of an extra for strip club, a couple of cheeky lap dances, off of 8 quid's worth of bets. Can't fault it really. Anyway, have a good evening, guys, and hopefully I'll be back tomorrow. Well, I should be back tomorrow. I'm not working tomorrow, so I'll be back tomorrow with another vlog. Cheers.